Hello and welcome to the California Schmidt Vocal Competition live streamed awards ceremony. I am Linda McAllister, Executive Director of Schmidt Vocal Arts. Over a year ago, hold on one second. Had a good echo going on there for a second. Thank you for joining us. Over a year ago, we held our last live event, and since then, we have been offering our events virtually, as it is important to us at Schmidt Vocal Arts to continue to offer young singers the opportunity to study and grow in their passion for music. We thank you all for being a part of this transition, and we hope to be back on the live competition stages next fall. Today, we think about the families who have been affected by or who have lost someone due to the COVID-19 virus. We also think about our many arts colleagues and organizations that have had to pause their careers or seasons. The arts industry has been hit hard by COVID, which makes us at Schmidt Vocal Arts even more thankful that we can continue to offer these events to our young singers. Events like this cannot happen alone, so many thanks to all of our adjudicators and pianists in the Schmidt Vocal Artists Network, the SVA staff and board, and our host university partners. Here with me today is Steele Fitzwater, one of our competition coordinators and a former Schmidt Vocal Competition first place winner. Just a reminder to all of our participants, we will contact our winners to coordinate sending you your physical awards, as well as to complete the necessary paperwork for payment of your cash awards. All of the comment sheets from the adjudicators will be emailed to you in the coming week. All of our singers are actually present and dialed into our Zoom webinar, as we have just finished an online masterclass with our adjudicators. We will be sharing interesting tidbits and pictures of all of our prize winners, and we'll be able to talk one-on-one with our first place winner. I would encourage all of you to use the clapping hands emojis and offer words of encouragement in the chat box throughout the broadcast to support your fellow singers. Okay, we're going to get right to it by announcing the Most Promising Sophomore Award. This singer is the highest scoring sophomore in the cohort and earns a $100 cash award, a medal, and a certificate. And that award goes to Oscar Yum from Altadena, California. Oscar studies with Eric Lifland, and he would love to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City as the Duke in a production of Verdi's Rigoletto. Congratulations, Oscar. Now, you'll notice that my background is not the SVA offices, but rather a picture of the beautiful Cal Berkeley campus, where we normally have our live California competition. Cal Berkeley has been an excellent partner to Schmidt Vocal Arts, and now to tell us a little bit more about the university and their vocal programs is Nicholas Knackley, the coordinator of vocal studies at Cal Berkeley and one of your adjudicators. Nick?
Hello, and thank you, Linda, Chester, my fellow judges, and the whole Schmidt competition team for bringing this wonderful event, at least virtually, once again to UC Berkeley. What a absolutely bizarre and frightening year it's been since our last California competition in many ways, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Linda, was among one of the first in that handful forced to go online at the beginning of the pandemic. Who would have imagined that you, the young, promising up-and-coming performing artists of the future, would be able to claim that you're now experts in Zoom lessons, Zoom auditions, and Zoom competitions. The past year has formed you into connoisseurs of performing, practicing, and taking lessons in pajama bottoms and following pre-recorded accompaniment tracks, I imagine, if you're anything like my students. And it seems likely that teachers like all of us here that are your adjudicators will need to run post-pandemic clinics on singing in rooms larger than your bedroom, family dining room, or entry hall, as we now lead and also have to lead you guys to work and lead live accompanists again. But through all this, one of the things that this competition has really inspired in me is the remarkable resilience and commitment to the art of interpreting classical vocal music that I've witnessed in the young participants. Many of us are still deeply concerned for the future of our art, which has been forced to, as Linda said, confront a number of issues over the past year, from financial fragility of our artists and performing arts organizations to the implicit bias and racism that's woven into the fabric and the history of classical music itself. But through it all, I've been really hopeful that young artists, the caliber of which we've seen here, will be a major part in seeing us through these challenges and into the future. At UC Berkeley, that's very much part of what the Department of Music's vision is, not only diversifying and broadening the musical education experience of our students, but providing them with channels and opportunities to work on building a better artistic future for all of us through collaborative projects, experiences between the university ensembles, renowned visiting artists, professional arts organizations, and institutions. In addition to mounting fully staged operas, performing large-scale symphonic works and oratorios, and the opportunity for international touring, we plan to reopen this fall with a myriad of musical opportunities for our students, both inside the department and extracurricular, all led by extremely accomplished and highly regarded professional teaching artists such as Christine Brandis, who you worked with earlier, and myself, of course. Thank you again for your hard work in preparing for this competition, and congratulations to all of you who participated. It was once again, as always, a pleasure to judge and participate myself. Thank you.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Steele Fitzwater, a proud Schmidt Vocal Arts alum and a coordinator for some of the Schmidt vocal competitions across the country. I'm very excited to announce our 3 Encouragement Award winners. Each of these singers will receive a $100 cash award, a medal, and a certificate. Our Encouragement Award winners, in no particular order, are Mahi Patil, a senior from Pleasanton, California. Mahi studies with Rosalind Jones, and her favorite piece to sing is Sposa son disprezzata by Vivaldi, which we heard today in our masterclass. Next, we have Grayson Hall, a sophomore from Camarillo, California. Grayson studies with Cheryl Lewis, and she has always loved singing, but she officially started in a 3rd grade youth choir. And next, we have Ashton Rapp, a junior from Lawrence, Kansas. Ashton studies with Randy Fry, and he would love to sing Sonnet 29 by Georgia Stitt at Lincoln Center. Congratulations to all of our Encouragement Award winners. Now, I'd like to introduce the second adjudicator for the California cohort, tenor and master teacher for young arts, Jason Ferrante. Jason?
Thank you, Steele. Thank you to everyone for being here. And shameless plug, Steele is also one of our Young Arts winners. And so it's good to see you today. I'll keep this brief. And since it's become very fashionable right now for us to talk about what's going on in the world, I've been encouraging as many people as possible, including the guy in the mirror, to remember that while it's very easy for us to say that this pandemic makes singing hard, sometimes singing makes this pandemic a little easier. And I encourage you all to turn to it some days as not as an impediment, but as the very thing that gets you through. It's helped me this past year. It's been a great equalizer. Successful singers, emerging singers, we're all in the same boat. And I hope that you lead with your talents, because those have not been canceled. Those are happening. And if anything, we have those of us who support young singers, judge young singers, unfortunately, teach them. We feel this extra fire under us to make sure that your talents make it to the other side of this. And just by seeing your faces in here today, I'm pretty confident that it will. For anyone that's wondering, that is indeed Dolly Parton and Pat Morita on my inspiration wall behind me. But for those of you who are still eligible next season, I hope to see some of your faces in the Young Arts applications. I saw several of you this year, so I was glad to see you again. I appreciate your commitment to all of this, and I really want to thank both Nick and Stan for adjudicating with me. Nick and I have never met in person. Stan and I did perform together once, and I had the pleasure of being in the audience when I was an undergrad watching him at next door at the Met. And so it's a real pleasure to sit alongside of both of you gentlemen, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Be daring. Don't be safe. Push yourselves, sing something that you may think is a little too much for you. We know your age. We know it's about potential. Push yourself and inspire yourself. And I can't wait to hear all of you somewhere again. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And thanks for joining us at Schmidt Vocal Arts. I hope that we can continue working together. In the California cohort, we have 7 finalists. The first, second, and third place winners will be chosen from among the finalists I announce. All of our finalists who are not in the top 3 will receive a $250 cash award, a medal, and a certificate. And right now, I will announce 4 of our finalists in no particular order. Our first finalist is Cherie Unayak, a junior from San Jose, California. Cherie studies with Nancy Waite-Crom. Jack Hicks, a senior from Bernardsville, New Jersey. Jack studies with Lorraine Newbar, and his favorite piece to sing is Ecco Ridente from Rossini's Barber of Seville. Sam Song, a junior from Campbell, California, studies with Amy Hoyman. Sam started singing at 8 years old. And Chian Wijarante, a senior from San Jose, California. Chian studies with Jace Wittig, and his favorite classical singer is Fischer Dieskau, but he also loves Bruno Mars. I do too. So thanks and congratulations to all of those finalists. We will announce more in a bit. But now I'd like to introduce your third adjudicator for the California cohort, Stanford Olson, Professor of Voice at the University of Michigan. Stanford.
Thank you, Linda, and thank you everyone for joining us today for this wonderful event. I've had the pleasure to work with the Schmidt Foundation for several years and have watched as the organization has grown, as the reach has increased, and as the level of singers continues to increase from year to year. And this year is no exception. Congratulations to each of you who submitted recordings this year. And for those of you who have the opportunity, I hope you'll continue to compete in the future. It was such a joy as judges to go through your recordings and listen to them and re-listen to them and compare the level of expertise in the midst of this crazy pandemic. And I echo the words of my colleagues to keep hopeful and be enthusiastic and don't give up. Life is hard in the midst of this pandemic, but that doesn't mean that we can't keep living, and singing should go on no matter what. When I was your age, I read a lot of history, and I was really interested in the stories of men and women who rose to great prominence in their own generations. One of those was Napoleon Bonaparte. And Napoleon wrote, "A leader is a bringer of hope." And Jason said, "We need you to lead." Well, we do. We need you to lead, and we need you to continue to bring hope and spread hope among the artists in the world and all those of us, myself included, who depend on those artists to lift our spirits and to broaden our perspectives, to open our eyes to different ways of seeing things, and to just bringing joy into life 3 or 4 minutes at a time. Hang in there, work hard, learn new pieces, perform every time you can. And my advice always at the end of a masterclass is, don't make your mother ask you to sing for her. Just volunteer. She'll be happy, you feel good, and a performance is a performance, a gig's a gig. Appreciate you guys, wish you all the best of luck going forward. And again, thank you to the Schmidt Vocal Arts Foundation for being such a player in promoting the vocal arts and the classical vocal arts in America. Thanks, everyone.
And I have the pleasure of announcing our remaining 3 finalists. First, we have Isabelle Yang, a junior from San Francisco, California. Isabelle studies with Justin Montine, and when asked, where was the strangest place you warmed up? Isabelle answered, the dungeon of Windsor Castle. Gotta say, that one beats my answer. Next, we have Saman Da Silva, a junior from Los Altos Hills, California. Saman studies with Jace Wittig. He has a tie for his favorite classical singers, Bryn Terfel and Kathleen Battle. And finally, we have Clara Abrahams, a junior from Lincoln, California. Clara studies with Alina Ilchuk and would love to make her debut at the San Francisco Opera House singing Adele in Die Fledermaus. Congratulations to all of our finalists.
Thanks, Steele. At Schmidt Vocal Arts, we are extremely proud of our alumni and are in fact planning more programs for singers. One of these new programs is a webinar series for current Schmidt singers and alumni. Since the middle of January, we have been offering numerous events, from masterclasses with Christine Gerke and Russell Thomas to webinars like developing your brand on social media. March has been quite busy, and we're ending the month with a masterclass tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific time with Marietta Simpson from Indiana University. We also have alumni concerts every other Thursday night via our YouTube channel, with our next one on Thursday, April 8th at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. You can check out all of our events on our website at schmidtvocalarts.org. Now, normally during our live competitions, we always ask the previous year's winner to come back and perform during the judges' deliberations. This weekend, I asked last year's California winner, Leah Nyack, to send a short video update and performance.
Hello, my name is Leah Nyack. I'm a two-time competitor in the Schmidt Vocal Competition and last year's California cohort winner. I'm incredibly thankful to the Schmidt Foundation for believing in my potential and inspiring artists to continue making music even in this climate. I am now in my first year of my bachelor's degree in vocal performance at the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music, where I will be singing in the chorus and understudying the role of one of the spirits in our upcoming production of Die Zauberflöte. I want to wish all of the competitors today the best of luck and congratulate them for all of the work that they've done. Last but not least, I would like to present Hold Fast to Dreams, a beautiful piece composed by Florence B. Price. Once again, toi 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 to everyone, and I hope you enjoy.
Life
Thank you, Leah. Schmidt Vocal Arts would not be where it is today without the man behind the name, William E. Schmidt, or to many of us, Bill. Bill was a champion of the arts and especially young singers. His foundation, the William E. Schmidt Foundation, is what makes all of our programs possible. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Chester Schmidt, nephew of Bill Schmidt and chair of the William E. Schmidt Foundation Board, coming to us today from Nashville. Chester?
Thanks, Linda. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the William E. Schmidt Foundation, I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2020-2021 California Schmidt Vocal Arts Competition. Today, in some unfortunate timing, we're going head-to-head with the Sweet 16 NCAA. I noticed Stanford over there. I think Michigan, they may play tomorrow. Yeah. So anyway, I'll keep this short. All of us would have preferred to be in person on the beautiful Berkeley campus, but it just wasn't possible this year. I'd like to do a special thanks to Stanford, Jason, Chris, and Nick for conducting a wonderful master class and adjudicating the competition today. They're great. They've always been great. Jason and I have not met, but we will at some point, in this. And when we get back to, when we hit the bricks again and can travel to the various campuses. And finally, last but not least, special thanks really to all the students for your participation this year. Linda?
Thank you, Chester. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, our top 3 awards. In addition to cash awards, all 3 of our top winners will win a trophy, a medal, and a certificate. And they also become eligible for additional scholarships, including a $4,000 matching scholarship to the University of California, Berkeley, and need-based aid to study voice or music education at any university. Our 3rd place winner, receiving a $1,500 cash award, goes to Simon De Silva, who sang a moving rendition of Schubert's Ständchen. Congratulations. Our 2nd place winner, receiving a $2,000 cash award, goes to Sam Song, who impressed the judges with O del mio amato ben by Donaudi. Congratulations. And finally, our 1st place winner will receive a $2,500 cash award, a trophy, a medal certificate, plus additional scholarship opportunities. And our winner today is Jack Hicks from Bernardsville, New Jersey. Jack, can you join us in the live stream?
Hello.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think Steele is just trying to find, there you are. Congrats. Where are you calling in from today?
I am in my house in Bernardsville, New Jersey. It's a big thing here. If you ever come to Bernardsville, never pronounce it Bernardsville. Someone will hit you with their car. Just a suggestion. I've only been in this town for like 4 years, so I made that mistake myself multiple times.
Thanks for the hint. I will remember that. So Jack, tell us a little bit about, besides living in your city, where you study, who your teacher is, and what your plans are for next year since you're a senior.
Yeah, I'm in my 2nd year of studies in the Juilliard Pre-College Division, where I study with Lorraine Newbar. I also have Jorge Parodi as our vocal coach. Before that, I studied a year with a teacher in near my town named Jay Winston. My plans are to study voice in college, still working on where that is because most schools are coming out April 1st. Mm-hmm. But I'm just excited to pursue a musical career, whatever that will look like coming out of the pandemic. And I am really honored to receive this award. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Jack. We're happy to add you to our list of alumni winners, and we will keep an eye on you, I'm sure. Next year, you can apply for our undergraduate competition.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks, Jack. And congratulations to all of our winners and competition participants. Thank you to our host partner, the University of California, Berkeley. We cannot wait to come back next year. And thanks to our judges and masterclass clinicians, Nick Knackley, Christine Brandis, Jason Ferrante, and Stanford Olson. Of course, thank you to the William E. Schmidt Foundation and its board of directors, especially Chester Schmidt, for joining us today. Most importantly, a special thanks to all the parents, teachers, and mentors of these young singers for joining with Schmidt Vocal Arts and encouraging them to pursue their passion in music. They definitely would not be here without your continued support. Please remember that we will be reaching out to our winners to coordinate awards and trophies, and your comment sheets for all the singers will be emailed to you in the coming week. Please keep in touch with us, apply next year, and tell all of your friends about us. All of us at Schmidt Vocal Arts hope that you and your families stay safe and healthy and keep singing. Now we're going to go to a gallery view of all of our finalists and our judges. Do a quick wave goodbye. And from there, we will end our stream. Thanks for joining us today, everyone.